Hello friends and welcome to my tutorial for today. I'm still your friend the needle woman, and if you are new to my channel I welcome you also. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel. Okay, so for today's tutorial I'm going to be making a fitted dress with ruffle sleeve, and I shall be using 1.5 yards of this crepe fabric for it. Okay, let's just get started. First I'll be folding it into four. I will be cutting the down piece first of all before the upper part. Alright, so I folded my fabric into four. First into two, which is this one, and then into two again. Alright, just the same way we cut our pencil sketch. We're supposed to be familiar with this anyway. My zip allowance is 2 inches. Okay, and then the length is 28. I'll be adding 2 inches extra for the fold, so I'm marking out 30 inches. My waist measurement is 36 divided into 4 is 9. I'll be putting that, so I'll add 1 inch for that. And since this fabric is a little bit stretchy, I'll be making use of just 1 inch extra for allowance. Okay, now for my hip it is 42. We're going down by 9 inches. This is my hip line. So this here is my hip line. My hip measurement is 42 divided into 4 will give us 10.5. I will also be adding 1 inch extra for allowance. So I'm going to connect my waist measurement to my hip measurement and drag it all the way down. For better still, since we have 11.5 as our hip measurement, I'll just measure it all the way down. This fabric is quite stretchy. Okay, so I will now connect my waist to my hip measurement. Okay, so this is what we have. I will also proceed to cut it out. Alright, so for this down part, remember we dragged our hip measurement all the way down to the hemline. I'll just go in by 1.5 inches, or rather I'll use 1 inch because I don't want it to be too slim at the lower part. So I'll drag this line also to meet my hip measurement. If you have a hip curve, better for you. Okay, so I will also trim this part off. Alright, so here we go now for the upper part. For the upper part, I will also be folding into 4. First into 2 and then into 2 again, because it's not a bustier dress. So I'll be cutting both the front and the back panel together. My zip allowance also is 2 inches. My half length is 17. I'll just add 1 extra inch, making it 18 inches. My shoulder measurement is 16 divided into 2, 8. My armhole I'll be using 8.5 inches because this fabric is stretchy. Now my bust measurement is 42 divided into 4 will give us 10.5. which is here. I'll also be adding 1 inch extra for allowance. My waist measurement 36 divided into 4 is 9. Because I'll be putting that, I'll add 1 inch for my dart and then 1 inch also for allowance. Okay, I'll take 3 inches standard for shoulder slope, and for my shoulder slope here I will take half an inch. So I'll drag it to meet the 3 inches like so. Alright, now for the width for my neckline I will use 3.5 inches, and then for the depth of my neckline I will use 5 inches for the front. So this here is 5 inches. I'll just curve it. I hope I am not too fast. Okay, now with this done, I'm going to cut it out. This is not supposed to take much of our time. So this here is my bust measurement. This here is my waist measurement. So I'll just connect the two measurements together like so. So for my back neckline, for the volume, I'll be using 2.5 inches. Okay. So I'll also cut it out. Alright, now with this done, all I need to do is to use my bias to tape the neckline of both the front and the back panel. I'll also tape the armhole because the sleeve is just going to be attached somewhere here. So I will tape the neckline, also tape the armhole area, and then insert my darts. Okay. Okay, so now having taped the armhole and the neckline, I also inserted the darts, both at the upper part and at the lower area, as you can see. So the next thing I should do now is to join the upper part first at the shoulder line. We insert the sleeve before we now join the lower part. This is what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and join it at the shoulder line here, and then we'll come back for the sleeve. Okay, now this is the sleeve. All right, I used 5.5 inches. I would have folded it, but when I did, the fabric was so very thick, so that's why I had to open it up. So this is 5.5 inches for the longer sleeve, and then the shorter one is 3.5 inches. I hope you can see it. Okay, 5.5, 3.5. So I will go to my machine, place it like so, a smaller one on top of the bigger one this way. I will make a stitch to join the two together. I will also fold the edges inside. Now, as for the length of this sleeve, for each shoulder, I'll be making use of 2 yards. Okay, so the length of this sleeve is 4 yards, which means by the time I cut it for each shoulder, it will give me 2 yards each. Okay, so I'll now go to my machine, join the two sleeves together, and then fold the edge. Okay, so with the sleeves joined at the shoulder, as you can see, if you look closely, you will see that I made markings on my fabric. This is the line a ruffle sleeve is going to take. From the dart area, I moved away by 1 inch on each of the darts. Okay, from this angle also, I moved away by 1 inch also. And sincerely, there are no rules here. You can decide how your own ruffle sleeve would be. If you want it straight, you make it straight. If you want it only at the armhole area, you make it like so. So there are no rules here. Alright, so with this done, I hope you can see the lines. I hope you can see this is the line on this side. This is the line also on the other side. Okay, now with that done, we will now start putting in our sleeve. Discipline here should be to just maintain the line you gave on your fabric where the sleeves are going to pass. Okay, I'll be making my pleats using 1.5 inches of pleat. This is what I mean. For the fold is going to be 1.5 inches, and then for the space between each of the folds I will use 1 inch. So assuming this is 1.5 inches, I will give 1 inch before I make another fold. That is what I mean. So the distance between one ruffle or one pleat to the other one should be 1 inch, but the pleat is 1.5 inches. I hope it's very clear. So you continue like so, being guided by the lines on our fabric. Okay, you have to do it all the way to the front, and then you walk from the front again on the other side of the sleeve to the back. Okay, I'll go to my machine and do it now. All right, so now I've attached the ruffle sleeve, as you can see clearly. The next thing will be to now attach the lower part of our dress. So I'll attach the front like so, making sure that corresponds with each other. I will also attach that of the back area also. Alright, so now I have joined both the upper part and the lower part together. I will now insert the zip, but before then I have to make a stitch from 7 inches here. You see, from the waistline I went down by 7 inches, so this is where my zip will stop. It will start from neckline to this point. I'll make a stitch of about 12 inches, which is at this point. My zipper allowance was 2 inches. Okay, so I'll make my stitch like so, from this point to this point. Then I will insert my zip from my neckline to this point, and then this will be my slit. Okay, so now having inserted the zip, the next thing should be to just, using the accurate body measurement, close up the two sides and finish up the hem line. I will do that also. I don't think I need to show this, so I'm going to go ahead using my body measurement, close up the two sides, fold the hemline using the same length of our dress. All right, so guys, this is what we have. The concentration, I must tell you, is on the sleeve. So this here is the front of our dress. I'm also going to turn it over so that you will see the back also. Okay, so this is the back, and I'm so loving this ruffle sleeve. All right, I'm so very sure everybody wants to see this dress on my body, and this is it. Check out the back also. Please try this at home, and I'm sure you will like the results. Thank you for watching till the end. I appreciate you guys a lot. And if you are new to this channel, I said earlier I welcome you, and I'm still welcoming you and urging you to please subscribe before leaving. Till we meet again in my next class, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And if this video has been helpful to you, please thumbs up this video, and don't forget to share our videos. Take very good care of yourself, and bye.